part of my training as a psychic was to analyze birth charts of thousands of people, just data, collecting data. And what I noticed blew my mind. It's almost like I realized a soulmate connection. I started to see patterns, and these patterns were just so clear to me. We have soulmates. It's absolutely true. And there are soulmates and there are twin flames. I could see those on natal charts. Every birth chart is unique, but also every birth chart tells you clearly what soulmates you will encounter. Specifically, like their dates, the dates of their birth, the way that they look. You can see these patterns in natal charts, in your astrology profile. Today, I'm going to share with you exactly what I have learned about soulmates. That every single person, without exception, I have not seen one that was an exception. So it's universal. We all here to connect with other people. We all have specific soulmates. And we often think that soulmates are going to come into our lives to add something. It's like we are missing, we're not whole, and we're not complete until we meet somebody who has the energy to fulfill our needs. And that is true. That is absolutely true. What drives you into the world is the fact that you want to meet people who are energetically different, who have the qualities or energy imprints of what you don't have. For your soul, this lifetime, this whole trouble of incarnation, of moving through layers of consciousness, and then becoming this limited physical body, for what? You are here specifically to meet certain people, to complete your soul's journey, to complete your cycle. And your soul will be constantly looking for people. You may meet somebody who will complete you, who has something that you truly, truly want. And when you get these qualities, when you connect with the soulmate, by the way, you will energetically take what you need. And very likely that your soulmate will also take something from you. So it's actually a mutual exchange. When soulmates meet, the person has elements, piece of your soul, okay? They have energy of your soul. You don't have it, but they have it. This is crazy. And you are seeking that relationship to experience, to take part of your soul back to you. And interestingly enough, the way universe works is that you also hold a piece of their soul. So that's a soulmate relationship. It's not a one-way street. It's actually a double benefit. You have something that they need, and they have something that you need for this lifetime. So, and when you meet together, you may exchange these gifts. You may be in this relationship for a while, but then you can stay in this relationship or you can move on, because you could have many people in the same lifetime holding your blueprint, holding your energy. So it's your choice, by the way. You can choose to stay with a soulmate. But in this case, if your purpose with this soulmate is complete, you may look at other people, right? You may be attracted to other people. You may have thoughts about, I just don't feel happy or fulfilled in this relationship. So, but that's again a theme for a different video, because you need to know some kind of like nuanced path between souls. Twin flame energy is a soulmate energy, but the connection happens, so the gift exchange happens on the level of sexual energy, because sexual energy is the exchange, complete exchange. can exchange of fluids, exchange of energy. You know, that's real. That's why would people do that? But that's why they do it, is because they have, in moments of intimacy, they exchange the missing pieces. The energy between them will be exchanged. And some people are donors. Some people have a lot of, like, say, qualities, and they may engage in with, intimately with a lot of people for a reason that there are people who are in need of what they have. So someone comes here with a whole full set of qualities, and they energetically hold very, like, a lot of energy, so they can share this energy with a lot of people. And soulmates are exchanging energy on the level of a soul, on the level of, let's say, emotional self. Twin flames, sexual energy, always, every single time. So it's a fast way to kind of recalibrate your own path, your own soul's path. Now you receive something, you give something away, but now this path begins to move you further in life. It begins to take you to another dimension. So in the next life, if you have not completed that soul's path, you are going to do this again. Astrologically, you will be born and you will have the same elements missing. So you are going to look for the same people, the same lessons. That's why karmically we have to go through difficult times. So, like, we have to get almost like the same lesson until we get it. And it could be like, I'm in a narcissistic relationship, or I have changed, the way I see my relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship. You can say that, but somehow, unless you proactively resolve this issue one way or another, you are going to have another lifetime. And you will have, until you get all the pieces that you need, until you receive what your soul desires, what your soul needs, you are going to come back over and over and over again. And it seems to me, again, from looking at a lot of charts, is that these specific, like, when we don't get the lessons, when we are born, like, we have a lot of solid destiny, which means that you cannot move to the next level until you finish this one, period. So you will have to go through a lot of troubles many times, first period of your life, just to clear the old, unprocessed stuff that you've been just carrying into this lifetime that you need to get rid of. And you can get rid of a lot of your karmic issues through soulmates. Once you complete your journey here and you connect with someone, a soulmate could be a parent, could be someone who holds specifically your, that soul blueprint, your family or your teacher or someone early in your childhood. Sexual exchange happens with twin flames, and that's important to understand. Soulmates have an emotional and also have a soul connection. Twin flames energetically exchange with, like, differently. You are here to manifest a soulmate relationship, period. You have many opportunities to do that. And the more proactively you begin the search and you go ahead and you have your relationships with people, knowing that every single person on your path holds energetic blueprint for what you want, for what you need. And you'll know it because you'll have some kind of chemical exchange, like connection with them. It will be an emotional connection, spiritual connection, or body connection. It will always be there. But this tells you that you are doing something that your soul has prepared you for. So there's someone here who needs to have this connection with you as well, from their perspective. I hope this is making sense. But your soul is definitely here to have soulmates.